Welcome back to another Potato League. This is a PvP versus me and Ishmael. So I want to talk about what's going on in this replay and why I'm losing it. So this PvP turned into a Phoenix War, and I lost it because I didn't have the set number of Phoenixes that I needed. So I want to look at what's the scout, when I scout it, and what I do, and kind of what mistakes I'm making that are going to lose me the game. So I have a very thought out PvP. I just want to look at what I'm doing to screw it up. So as soon as I get 150 minerals, nothing too crazy yet. Get my gases. Saturate my minerals as fast as I can. I'm going to check for a cannon rush. Don't see it. Don't see a cannon rush, so I should be alright. Get the second chrono out on time. And then I'm headed across. Just scout what's going on. Just looking back and forth. Making sure my hotkeys are set. So Cybercore goes down on time. Now I'm looking for 22 pylon. There she is. That's not the best placement for the pylon. Maybe I should put it where it's still going to power everything, so it's not such an Artosis pylon out front. Alright. So I see there's pylon. It's just a gate. He's building out the lower wall. I'm going to try to block his expansion. Not really worried about it. Well, I'm going to take mine, see what's going on. So he's got both pylons on the low ground, so I'm not worried about a proxy, but I do want to see what he is doing up top. So far I feel like I'm not making that many mistakes. Waiting for 150 gas, and then I'm going to take my, I get my, hold on a second. So I didn't make my first two units very quickly. This is kind of a mistake. Not the worst thing, because I know he's not making anything either. Let's see, at 150 gas, if I get my stargate. 150, 150, yeah, right on time with that. So he's going adepts.
They're attacking your probes. Watch your mineral line.
Alright, so I don't see that adepts kill my probe. I don't see that Adepts killed my probe, so I have no idea what's going on. So now I'm at a risk for Adepts coming up. So let's see if I have any mistake with the Adepts. Seems like I'm okay for right now. Now he's got two Stargates coming in on the other side. So I want to take a look at what's going on right now. He's got one Stargate here, one Stargate down at the front. So this is kind of a big thing going on. I'm starting to make my Phoenixes. And let's see if I get a good scout off of this. Alright. So he's going double Phoenix on his side, where I'm going Phoenix and kind of other units as well. I should be sending out this hallucination was a little bit late. No, but I remember now. The sentry was late because I didn't make it for a while. So not making the sentry is actually a big issue because this scout is fairly delayed. So I think one of the biggest mistakes I made up until this point is not so much my build order, but just these were finished and I didn't start my sentry. I need to start that ASAP. So that's one of my first big mistakes. Let's see what scout I get, and let's see how I react to it. So I'm still going 3, and I'm going to start a robo. And some gas. So I'm still doing okay in my build. This build isn't screwed up. Okay. So I don't look. I see one starport, so I know he's going starport. What else do I see? Nothing. Hold on, let's take a second. Let's take a look at this and see over here. I do think I see it. Yeah, I can see it. So I should have reacted that he's going to starports, and I should have dropped my own. So this is kind of the big lost scout right there. Now I also see that he's got 2 starports, but I don't see any of his starport units. But I do bring it back home because I think there's maybe a oracle or something coming. Observer out ASAP. Get +1 started ASAP. Just 2 more gas. So my build isn't bad. My build isn't bad, but I'm not reacting to the double stargate. And this might be a big issue I think that I'm going to run into here. So until 5 minutes, my build isn't terrible. I'm spending my cash for a while. Let's see where he's going. So he's got all of his Phoenix here. Right now the Phoenix count is 3 to 5, so he is far ahead of me. Here it comes in. I see it. He has killed 3 of my workers. 3 of my workers, 4 of my workers. So, I need to start making, okay, so until now, the biggest issue that I've made is I saw that there was double starport, and I didn't make a second starport of my own. If I see a double starport, I need to get another starport and get some upgrades and start doing that as soon as possible. We are still in the same portion, but right now I'm floating a whole bunch of minerals. I'm starting to explode out. I'm ahead of him on workers, even though he has killed 4 of my workers. So I'm making workers better than he is, but he has a bigger army of Phoenix than I do right now. He's got 4 Phoenix, and he's killed all of mine. So this is the biggest mistake. So I'm just going to put it on ×2 for right now and see what other mistakes I'm making. I'm going to put it on see everyone and kind of move it back. I get my second Stargate very late. So this is, I think, one of the biggest reasons I'm losing. And I don't feel confident of taking a 3rd base because I'm going to lose to the flock of Stargates, of Phoenix. But I guess if it's going Phoenix, then I don't necessarily need to worry too much about him destroying my base because he can't attack it. I just need to get a drone over there to open it up. And then protect it with Phoenix and such. So yeah, he's coming in with a whole bunch of Phoenix. I've got nothing really on this. He's killed 5 of my workers now. Right now, it's 42 to 42. We're tied on workers. But he has a whole mess of army. He was going to go take out my 3rd while he was attacking. It was a very smart move from him. Pull my army into my main and then attack my 3rd with how many zealots? 11 zealots. That's actually a really good idea. Very smart. Yep, so now I'm behind in workers by a bunch. He's killed, 9 of my workers and everything like that. I'm trying to move out now with Blink and some upgrades. I've got +1 air weapons in charge. No, he does that. I've got +1 on my ground weapons. I'm trying to move out with here. I'm going to get Blink here very soon, I think. Nope, no Blink. This is just what I've got. And then I lose everything here to the Void Ray and stuff like that. So the biggest issue I had with this was not scouting. I scouted with the Oracle, but I didn't react. So if I see a double Stargate, I need to get my own second Stargate and start pumping out Phoenixes and put shield batteries in my mineral lines much sooner. So that way when they come to attack, I can kill all of his, and then after I kill all his, take map control, take a 3rd, and move out, just like he's doing in this game here. So this is a pretty easy to react video. This is a pretty easy fix. I just have my set reaction. If I scout double Stargate, I need to get my second Stargate. I need to also not be late on my sentry out front, so I can get that scouting information at an appropriate time, so I can defend when he comes in with 5 or 6 Phoenix instead of my just 3. But after that, I was doing a good job spending my cash. I feel like I was doing really well. I just didn't react to what was going on. So I hope you learned something from this video, and I will see you in the next one.